This thing is definitely much more heavy. All right, we're gonna, you stand over there. Let's go ahead and put this down. All right, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Your host TKK here. We got the TV here, man. This is the one, guys. This is the one. And initial looking at the box is very interesting that they don't have at any point anywhere on this box quantum dot or QD-OLED. That's very interesting to me. I had to look at the box when I got this thing like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, whoa, is this the right thing? Because it just says OLED. It doesn't say QD-OLED, quantum dot OLED. There's nothing on there. But like all the TVs this year, you got brown box. There's no animation or anything on the side. It's just all brown. And so this thing is really heavy. This is my first 65 class this year. The 55s have not been that heavy, but this thing is pretty damn heavy. Let me tell you this, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing clipped open. This box is gonna have a lot of content in it, and so is this video. This video expected to be about 20-25 minutes. You can see right now from the timestamp that how long it's gonna be. We're gonna cover a little bit of everything, initial impressions, connections, PlayStation connectivity, things of that sort. We're gonna get right to that after this intro. All right, empty box. Packaging was really nice, okay? Here we are. Totally forgot this thing comes with a camera, so I'm interested in getting that set up. Got to get the kitchen clean because that's where I'm gonna do the initial setup of this thing, but they packaged everything really nice. The base is still gonna be in the actual box. So got to work on getting that out, but so far we're going so good. Just got the small kids put upstairs, and one of my larger babies, he's gonna help me get this thing out so we can take a look at it. All right, this is all the weight in the box. So a couple of transitions ago when we were bringing this in and I was saying it was heavy, like this thing is heavy. Like, if you were to guess, how heavy would you say it is?
Like 40 pounds.
Yeah, it's about 40 to 50 pounds. And it's wide, too. So that's the base of the TV. Yeah, so most of your weight in the box is going to definitely be that. Again, this is my first 65-inch, but we'll go right into getting this connected so we can get it turned on. All right, so we've got the base connected. I have my son, connected the base, similar to the A90K. You can do it front or back. It doesn't matter right now for the sake of the video because ultimately it's going to be mounted on a TV stand. They've got this thing packaged, what I'm going to say, pretty nice. You've got your plastic bag. You do have some kind of initial scratch protection there. It appears they don't like to put film on their TV though. Like the Samsung, LG, they have a film. I don't know, we'll see if there's one on this or not. But we're gonna go ahead and get this thing lifted and then put onto the base. Once we get that done, we're gonna get it into the kitchen, you know, try to get it set up for this initial look. This thing is heavy, man, it's heavy. All right, so we got it here. The base is ridiculously massive. Like, it's crazy, but very sturdy. I was a little bit concerned because it was kind of leaning back a little bit, but it's probably, I know it's because of the carpet rug piece that I have in there, but this thing is beautiful, man, absolutely beautiful. Come on, get a quick walk around here. So I'm most excited about having this in my living room setup because this has got the center speaker, so TVs get utilized for that. I've never used that feature with any Sony, did not with the A90J. So I'm interested in this. Now we do know it does only have the 2 HDMI 2.1s that are going to give you the 4K 120. You're going to get that out of 3 and 4, 1 and 2 being here, 1 here. It's kind of a standard setup with Sony. They'll have 1 port there, 2 shared with 3 and 4. So 3 and 4, what you get. I'm going to have a receiver plugged to mine and then my gaming PC. So that's pretty interesting there. The TV does come with a bunch of pieces that make it so that you can have this consistent grid look. Same with the A90K. If you guys seen any of my content there, same setup. So a piece here, piece there, and another piece here. This is great. Something I hope LG does next year, it does have an AC power cable. So that is freaking phenomenal. It's not like a soldered cable or a cable that's internally connected to the board that you have to take the panel off to get to. It's actually removable power cable. So that is very much so welcome. You want to come back around. Actually, hold on. Proprietary port there. This is going to be where the camera goes. I'm excited to test that out. I may even try to do a video call or something within this video. I don't know, but that's a proprietary port. So it's not like you can plug up a USB A camera. I'm not sure if you can, but they do provide a camera there for you. So yeah, we come around this side. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing peeled. Now, listen, I know you guys said y'all wanted the initial impressions. I'm not gonna cheat myself. I'm gonna give you guys the real, right? I'm taking this thing out. I'm not trying to give you a ton of filler time. So far we're probably only at about 5 minutes of content, if that. Make sure you guys are liking the video, leave a comment, let me know what you're thinking. So far, I'm gonna get this thing peeled off so we can make sure we don't have any crazy scratches or anything like that. One thing I do like, the finish of this, it kind of has this like diamond charcoal type of coal look to it. Like it's black, but you've got like these glittery specks here. That's pretty interesting. I wonder who designed that and what the concept behind that was. Is that picking up on camera? Can you kind of see that? Okay, cool. All right. So like the Sony A90K that I do have in 48, this doesn't look to have like a protective film for you to peel off. I'm not sure what that's about because everything else about this thing looks really good. So looking at the advertisement, we've got the Sony Bravia XR OLED Master Series A95K. They're not calling this thing a quantum dot OLED. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's like extra money to Samsung displays or what that is about, but there's nothing about this TV that says anything quantum dot. It just straight up says OLED, which it is an OLED, but there's nothing there that kind of tells you that it's a quantum dot. So that is just something that's not being advertised, but there's your advertisement sticker there. Triluminous Max and Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, Bravia Cam. We're gonna get this thing plugged up. We'll be right back. All right, I found a little bit of film. What? That was it? That's it? Oh, no. We got a continuation. Ooh. Oh, yeah. There we go. Take my time with that. Oh, yeah. We got two. Nothing on the screen, though. I don't know what it is. Maybe they feel like they package their stuff so well that they don't need to put any film on it. The TV is obviously taller than me. About 1 inch on this cabinet. And so I'm just looking to see if I see any kind of crazy stuff on the screen. I don't see any noticeable scratches or cracks or anything like that, but obviously I need to turn it on. And I know you guys are probably like, man, get to it. They're like, hurry up, man. But this is the process, you know. This thing looks great though. I love the design of this. You know, the LG is very flat and smooth, and that Samsung is done nicely well too, but Samsung, the build quality on that S95B is horrible. I bet you if you got that TV, it's got a curve. I got that TV and it had a curve, yeah. But all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the power cable and get the PlayStation 5. The reason, guys, that I decided to connect this based on the front is because this obviously is larger than the other TVs that I have done this year. I have no way to put the PS5 anywhere. If I did not do that, it would literally be in front of the screen. So we're gonna put the PS5 back here, get this thing connected. We'll be right back. Camera connectivity is just, looks like it's a magnetic. TV's packaging does include a plate for this, so the port doesn't get damaged if you're not wanting to use the camera. But my test setup right here, you just got PlayStation 5 console, going to be going into HDMI 2.1 4 port. We've got power from the TV going into the wall also. Yeah. All right. Remote, obviously same as Alpha 90K. Nice touch that does have some illumination in dark time, so you're able to see. It feels good too. I do wish that the remote, like the Samsung, had a USB-C and internal battery. That's something that's missing. It just seems like that should be a standard. All right, so power on takes you straight to all the default setups that you get anytime you're using a Google TV. Let me get through all this with my account and we're good. Whew. All right, so I'm gonna tell you, man, the first thing that I'm noticing about this TV that I like is the way it sounds. And that might be like one of the most weirdest things to speak on, because this is gonna actually be set up in my living room for some time. So there's gonna be a lot of content being watched. I just downloaded Plex. I'm probably not even going to connect, well, I am gonna connect the Fire Stick to this, but this is God of War on the PlayStation 5. It's a PlayStation 4 game, so it hasn't been optimized specifically for PS5, but yeah, we will get to a point where I'm running actual PC content on this thing, but this looks amazing. Like, this looks really good. This looks good. Go get hit side shot so I can go ahead and start this whole transition of this. All right, this is looking really good. Like, everything looks extremely warm and cinematic. The only downfall that I'm personally seeing to this has nothing to do with the TV. It has everything to do with the fact that this game is not natively running in 4K. And this is exactly why I can't wait to get the PC connected to it. Because, you know, I've seen enough of this game on the PC to understand that, like, when I'm looking at the details in the background, it's much more pixelated. Like, I've got no real details in this. So again, nothing to do with this TV. The up close things that they've designed this game for you to focus on is going to be like his body armor and his skin and everything. Again, the PlayStation 5, in my opinion, listen guys, this is nothing against consoles specifically, but when you do venture off and get into a higher end PC, when you start to see that level of detail, especially guys, you know, I'm looking at G8, C2, S95B, right? C1. I mean, I'm looking at like some of the baddest monitors and panels that you can look at on PC. So I'm a little disappointed that I didn't take the initiative to get the PC connected first, in which there will be several different types of content I'll record on this. But this thing looks good from a perspective of like contrast and the shadows and just overall like the appearance of what you get if you're hooking your console up to this. I think that you're going to be extremely happy from that perspective. All right, guys. So, you know, typically and historically, I get all my content set up to watch using an Amazon Fire Stick 4K. This is Plex. It's running on the default app that's on the TV. I'm not going to utilize this like from this perspective. I'm going to have the Fire Stick set up. One thing I did notice, and keeping in mind, the first TV I got of 2022 that was Sony was the A90K. So tinkering around with those settings, it kind of has me familiar with this. They've got this set up pretty much where you go through in each HDMI port, you will select if it's going to be VRR, which is going to be 3 and 4. You will select it for Dolby Vision if you have a device that is compatible with Dolby Vision. So like, let's say the Xbox, if there's a game that can run it, or the Fire Stick 4K, it's Dolby Vision. You would specifically set that up. So one thing I do want to test is just making sure that I can get that through HDMI 1 and 2, because the Fire Stick doesn't need 120 hertz. So I'm not really concerned about it being plugged up. And then the end space as to where this is going to be in my bedroom, which currently I have the C9 with the Fire Stick 4K. So this is Plex running, as I said. you know, I don't really stream from Netflix or Hulu. I like to own and have my own content. That way I can have it organized. Currently, I'm watching Knight Rider. I'm on episode 3. I watched this show when I was a little kid, but this show is what I'm currently watching. I'm currently binging In the Heat of the Night. If you check out the A90K content that I did comparing it to the C2, I used some of that. So yeah, I'm gonna get this thing in place where I really need it to be. I didn't want to draw this out too long. I did make a video the other day and I told you guys be ready for like 20-25 minutes. But realistically, I want to get this thing set up so that I can really enjoy myself. But I wanted to not be so selfish, and I wanted to get some content out there for you guys. I know at some point the TV shootout's going to be happening probably tomorrow, in which, you know, I will have this set up where I need it to be and it'll be soft calibrated. I just put a default cinematic on this, and then gaming, I just let it do it. It just really, it did what it needed to do. But if you guys got questions, some things you want me to test, it's about to be a flood of content on this TV, flood of content on the G8 monitor, flood of content on the A90K. Eventually we'll get to some this versus the S95B. I'll probably make a separate video and just kind of give you my impressions. I might even kind of make this intro, I don't know, with that content. So as always, I appreciate the support. Leave comments, like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be tuned in when I bring you more of this heat. We'll get you on the next one. Max love.